Fucking hell.
Oh my god!
I knew they weren't going to put him as high as Taker.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Heel Project. We are doing some wrestling content for once, and it's not a pay-per-view. Isn't that great? There's no podcast, no predictions, no nothing. But it is the game. Wwe 2K22. Boys, it hasn't come out yet. Are we excited?
March 11th, or 2 days sooner, or 3 days early with the pre-order, so March 8th, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is 2 weeks yesterday, which was Tuesday. I mean, obviously this might not come out for a couple of days, but it's the 8th. So Tuesday, March 8th, we'll be picking it up. And I dare say we'll be streaming it on Twitch.
Twitch.tv/The Heel Project.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it. It's going to be good.
Right,
First one for a decent one for a while.
Hopefully, it'll be a really good game this year.
I hope so.
We've not had a really good game for a few years, really. Even that last one was awful, and the ones before that, for like 2, maybe 3 editions before that last one, was pretty crap as well.
Well, they've finally, since 2008, they've finally brought back my GM mode.
Excited for
So
that.
I am very excited to play with that. I've seen bits and bobs about what they've done with it already, and I'm a bit like, yeah, but I'm excited to play with it. I think it's going to be good. Yes, everything is a penis joke. Okay.
Right, so we get on then, and we will flick over to with the power of editing to the other screen. Hi guys, we're now in the corner.
I'm in the corner.
So, no, the wrong way. What do you think of this Xavier Woods rating?
That's me in the spotlight.
Right, boys, sign off. Xavier Woods. We don't know if this is the full roster yet. There will be other ones, I'm sure, that will be released before the game is out. But we can do we'll do little shorts of those as well. So you'll get a full video from us, and maybe a few shorts. You might even have some come out after we've already recorded this, and then have to edit it in before it goes out. Complicated. 86 for Xavier Woods, though, boys. King of the thing.
King of the ring.
King of the ring.
He is King of the ring.
King of the ring. I was just checking that's what the name of it was again.
Current King of the ring. He's out with injury at the moment, but
is 86 high?
I think it's higher than I thought it'd be. I want him to be high because I really want him to push. But 86 is a very high score.
I would have put him at about 82 personally, but 86 it's not.
I like that.
It's not completely out of the ordinary. Like I'd say that's fair.
Yeah, I'd have him. I probably personally would have him low 80s, but I think he's great.
He is.
Right, and the reason we've done it this way, Xavier Woods last, because he is last on the list, and we can have sneak peeks to the 2 people. I know who's next. I didn't actually catch what their ratings were. Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker.
Oh.
I'll be honest. I remember what their ratings are already, so I won't say.
Okay, well, I don't remember their ratings. They're obviously both going to be higher than Xavier Woods. God, your face makes me worried. Undertaker's definitely higher.
Yes,
there's no chance he's not.
Yeah.
He's got to be in the 90s, if not. He just needs to be. Warrior. I'd probably put Warrior at about 80, 86, 87 himself personally.
Pete, you're a golden era man.
Compared to Woods, these should be both in the 90s. But I don't think they're going to be. I think they're both going to beat Woods. But I think Taker you might get very early 90s. Warrior 89, 90.
Pretty good guess, boys. 88 and 90. Oh, we've already seen who's next.
Oh.
I mean, 88's probably slightly higher than I'd have put him at, but it's fair.
That's very close to Woods.
90's lower than I would have thought, to be fair, with Taker. I'd have probably put him at 92, 93.
So, I think this is going to be a good gauge for where we're going to see others, though. If you're taking Taker at 90.
Yeah, for me, what I've seen very briefly, there's a lot lower, like the top end seems lower than on normal games, but then also the bottom end seems higher. It seems like it might be a bit more of an even playing field this game.
If we're looking at a range between Xavier Woods and Taker of 4 points, which is just there is a lot. The gaps between those two is a lot more than 4. I get it, because they want everyone to be, balanced, but at the same time, it's just like,
I think, like I said, Taker will be a good one. Now we know that Taker's 90. The rest of this we could kind of hopefully be there or thereabouts.
Yeah. Obviously WWE would have had
that's top end.
Have a lot to say on the ratings as well, so they want to have Woods a lot higher than probably what most people would put him at. So it makes sense. Next two: Trish Stratus, Tyler Bate. Again, little peak. Tyler Bate was another one we mentioned already.
I'd put them both in the 70s personally. Yeah. I think that no disrespect intended to the women's division, but like if they do have intergender matches like cross-brand, like the women's division needs to be lower for that reason. But I don't think they do, so they may have like their own separate rating. If they do, then Trish is 90s. If they're not comparable to the male, then she's a 90s. If they're comparable to the males, she's got to be like 70s in my opinion. But that is just my opinion.
I think they're going to give her, as in legend status in WWE, looking at Warriors, just doing an overall, I reckon they're going to give her an 82, 83, and Tyler Bates should be high 70s for me.
He should be high 70s, but like I said, Steep Peak, we know he's not, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm going to go with Trish Stratus, which I don't know. 85 is probably where I put her if we're putting her based on the same sort of level as the men in their own divisions, of course. We end up with I'm not upset with an 88. I'm not upset.
I mean, that to me says that they are putting the women's division on their own platform. They're not putting them comparable with the males.
We're not getting any intergens then, clearly.
Which is completely, so 88 is completely fine with that.
Yeah.
82 is too high for Tyler Bate.
Yeah,
full stop. It just is.
He's fantastic.
He's really good, but he's not at that level.
Not yet. He's still so young, unbelievably young still.
Yeah.
He's going to be up there, but
oh god.
We'll move on to his tag partner and the game.
So I'd imagine that Trent's 7. My guess would probably be
7 full stop.
No, I said Trent 7.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said Trent is 7.
No, my estimate for Trent 7 is probably going to be. Do you know what? I'm going to go 78 just to compare with Tyler. I think personally it should be lower. It should be like low 70s. And Triple H may actually be higher than Taker because Triple H is Triple H.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 92.
So I was going to go with 91 on Trips.
Yeah, I would have said 91 Triple H and about 79 for Trent 7.
So I'd go maybe a 76 personally for Trent. We've got a 77. 91! Yes! Boom! I mean, I'll take that. Trips 91, higher than Undertaker. Yeah, alright. In ring, maybe, yeah, alright. As a whole thing overall, I still prefer Taker, but for me, Trips is still probably in my top 10, so...
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Triple H made... You think about the big stars in the Attitude Era, you've got Stone Cold, you've got The Rock, you've got all of the big names, they all had rivalries with Triple H, and Triple H made them all look amazing. Yeah. Like, if it wasn't for Triple H, those big names wouldn't be as big as they were, in my opinion. So Triple H is a massive, massive part of the business and deserves everything he gets. Ooh.
I think... So the one thing I've seen before we'd even looked at any of these, we said about this idea. So we started having a little look. The one person I know his exact figure is Roman Reigns. So I know what his is. Would you like me to share what his is?
No. But I'm fairly sure Roman Reigns is going to be the highest one.
I think he is. He must be.
Yeah.
I would say The Rock's up with Triple H, and I couldn't separate him. Say 91 again.
I'm going to go 92 for The Rock. I'm going to put him that one up.
So personally,
and Ciampa, I'm probably going to put an 86 maybe, because I think the guy's incredible.
This is the thing. I was just thinking for Ciampa, and I'm like, Ciampa and Woods. I'll put Ciampa a little bit higher and say an 87.
I mean, you're not going to be too far off, really, if you think about it. If Tyler Bates an 82 from NXT and Ciampa's just come up from NXT, I'd go around an 86 for Champa. I'm going to go 93 for Rock.
Ooh, one further.
I genuinely hadn't seen the Rocks. I'd seen Romans, I knew Romans, and that was it. Oh!
Champa's very low.
Champa's well low.
I mean, 84 is...
Woods is an 86. Bates an 82.
Yeah, it should be a little bit higher.
Would you put... So what we're saying is, would you put Woods and Bate between each other? Would you put Champa between
Woods in
and
between.
Bate?
No, I'd put Champa above all.
I'd put Woods between
So would I.
Champa and Bate.
Yeah, so would I. So, 84. It is what it is. Ted DiBiase Sr. and Le Miz, as his wife would say. Le Miz. Like Linda.
I feel like the Miz always gets a raw deal in these.
He does.
And he always ends up with a low score. I wouldn't be surprised if the Miz is about 85.
85?
Which is too low, but it wouldn't surprise me. And Ted DiBiase, probably about the same.
So for me, I think Ted DiBiase is always going to be boosted up maybe 3, maybe 4 overall more because he has the belt in the game. Like they will have the belt in the game because of him, so they'll boost it up. Probably, I'm gonna go 1086. In fact, I'm gonna go both of these. No, I'm gonna go 86 for Ted, 85 for the Miz.
So I've got 85 for both, so we're about the same.
I'm gonna go an 86 for the Miz, and I'm gonna say just on Warriors, I'm gonna say 82 for Ted because Warrior was an 88. So I'm gonna go quite low because I feel 82. The legend so far was quite low. I'm gonna say 82.
Go on. What did you say for the Miz?
86.
Ooh, so you underestimated how far they went with it.
I went 85 with both, so I was only one off with one, but
I had them the other way around.
Yeah,
I was just quite surprised that Warrior's only 3 more than Ted DiBiase.
I think people maybe like rest in peace to the guy, but I think people maybe starting to realise Warrior isn't as good as he was.
Yeah, I think it was always more gimmick, but
yeah. T-Bar and Tamina. We'll skip over this one very quickly.
Both 60s.
I was going to say
both in the 60s.
Tamina low 70s, T-Bar maybe mid 70s.
I'd put them both in the 60s. I generally would. Like
put them 71 each.
And that's not a slight on T-Bar's wrestling ability either, because I know the guy's incredible. But like
as
in the company and everything else, they've done nothing. And Tamina, God knows how she's got a job. I'm sorry.
Tamina's going to be in the 80s, isn't she? I'm really scared.
I was being a bit harsh. I reckon 73, 74 for each of them.
Yeah, I reckon. That's what I'm saying. Right around that mark. Do you know what?
Just get out.
Based on everyone else, I can live with that. If Tyler Bates at 82. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with this. It could have been worse, boys. I could have easily seen Tamina being put as an 80 for no reason at all. No reason whatsoever. Except from...
So she's 13 points below
Trish. Yeah. Whereas actually she's about 7 universes below Trish Stratus, but yeah.
Stephanie McMahon and 6, otherwise known as X-Pac. I'm fairly sure we had 6s released, didn't we? When
we did at one point, but I can't remember what it was.
He was the lowest, which made sense.
He was very low.
Of the NWO,
so I'm going to guess that his was probably around the 86 mark. Would be my guess.
Do you know what? I'm going to put them both at about 82. I genuinely think Stephanie belongs up there as well.
I'll be surprised if 6 is that low, if I'm being honest. I think Stephanie would probably be about that. I don't know. It depends what we're classing it as. But I'm
doing the women's division separately. Remember?
Yeah, I'll go 80 bang on the dot for Stephanie and 86 for 6. 86 for 6, sort of something there, isn't there?
Steph, I'd go 80's fair, and I'd say 84 for 6.
84 and 80.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, but can I just point out the main thing here? Stephanie McMahon Still higher than Tamina. Yeah.
She's very low for where she should be, though. Like, Steph's had some absolute
But this is the thing.
bomb burners in matches. Like,
if we were classing that Steph, I mean, I'm fairly sure Steph will never probably wrestle again, unless, well, I think, now that Trips is pretty much done, I'm fairly sure she won't wrestle again now.
it's still WWE, mate. Never say never.
Yeah.
Especially with the McMahons.
Yeah.
Vince is probably going to wrestle again.
I kind of hope he does, to be honest.
Oh, God, no.
Just for one last time, just in something. Just in something.
Only if he wins the title.
Yeah.
Maybe that's who's going to beat Roman eventually.
Oh, this could be an interesting two, actually. Shotzi and Sonya Deville. About where they are. I like both of these.
They both belong below Stephanie, so I'm going to go 75, probably about that for both of them.
I reckon they'll give Shotzi on par with Steph. I reckon they'll put her on par.
Do you really?
No way.
Sonya, I reckon quite higher.
No.
I think Sonya will be quite higher.
Ooh.
I think Sonya will be 78 and Shotzi 77.
So I'm going to
The
go.
dog disagrees.
I'm going to go. Sonya is also 77, and I'm going to go. Shotzi is 79. Ooh. Maybe 80. Maybe. 77. Do you know what? Same as bang on with Steph.
So they're all 77.
Yeah, it's like they got bored towards the end of doing their ratings. Oh,
the women's division 77, 77, 77, 77.
We've got to S, just 77 for the lot.
Ooh.
I reckon Sheamus is Shelton Benjamin are probably both going to be 77. But just...
the S's. Maybe we'll just all write it down. Someone just started having a panic attack. Go on then, Sheamus, the great white shark with his white body. I hope he's like really white in the game as he always has been.
Did you just call him a white tight body? Like
really white body. I haven't said he's got a tight body. He has, but not what I was saying.
Tyler Bate was 82, weren't he?
Was.
Right, well that's the benchmark for working these out.
This is the weird thing. Why is Tyler Bate 82? Like he hasn't done anything like to the casual fan. That's the right word, isn't it? So the people that don't follow NXT or anything like that, or even to be fair,
they wouldn't know him.
The casual American fan is not going to really know who Tyler Bate is. We know who he is because he's English, and we pay more attention to the English. Because why would we not?
Well, because we had the English. The UK Cup and the UK Championship and everything else. So.
But the casual fan isn't really going to know Tyler Bate is, and he's been given an 82. Whew.
It's too high.
What's Sheamus going to have as an ex-world champion?
On that, I'd put Shelton Benjamin 86 and Sheamus on 87.
What was Woods on?
Surely based off of Tyler Bate, yeah.
That and Woods is an 86.
Woods was 86.
Yeah,
and I'd put him at 87 as well because he's better than Woods.
Who? Sheamus.
Sheamus, yeah.
Yeah. What are you putting?
Shelton, I'd put at 82.
I'm putting.
Maybe.
I'll put Shelton on a bang on 80, and I reckon they've done Sheamus a little bit dirty and gone 85.
Both lower than Woods.
Yeah.
I put Shelton. Yeah, I put Shelton with Woods.
Based on the company as well at the minute. Yeah, why not?
You put Shelton with Woods.
Oh,
I mean, Dan, you were close. But...
I was very close. 81 and 85. Wow, instead of 80 and 85. So they did Shelton a little bit better than I thought. But look at that smile, by the way, from Sheamus. Fella.
Knowing that he's still smiling, knowing he's one less than Woods. Fair play to him.
One more than Ciampa. That's ooh.
Oh God.
These are good. So,
Shayna's going to be a hard one because, like, at one point, Shayna should have been in 99 in the women's division. Like, she was incredible. Now she'd probably be a 30.
So Shayna for them at the minute though is still like somebody that they have been doing just sticking her in title matches because she is still Shayna Baszler. They don't want to do bugger all with her, but so in the last year she's had
still in
3, maybe 4. She's been involved 3, maybe 4 matches. Even
they
though she
pushed her heavy in a chamber.
Yeah, it's been mad that how many she's actually had and been like nowhere. Wasn't she one of the last few in the Rumble as well?
Yeah, that's because she had the spot with Ronda.
She's had more matches and lost or not maybe few multi-women matches, of course, but she has been up and around there a lot in the last year and a half.
She's had the tags a couple of times as well, hasn't she?
She has had the tags. Yes, it was with Nia Jax, but she's still the champion. So for me, Shayna is the equivalent of Sheamus.
I'd go a bit lower. I'd say an 83.
I think I'm going to go with Pete on this. I think I'm going to go about 83 for Shayna, and Michaels. I'm going to put at
Trips
90.
was 91, by the way. Trips was 91.
I'm going to put Michaels at 92.
Ooh.
I think they're going to put Shawn at 89.
What?
See,
I don't reckon they're going to put him as high as Triple H. I don't reckon they'll put him as high as Taker.
So for Michaels, it's only 90, 91, or 92. He's not going to be lower than a 90. So I'm going to go. Do you know what? Because normally they're not level, but I'm actually going to go that he's level with Trips this year.
I'm higher than Taker.
I am. So 91. 91 and what, 85 I went? What did you both have?
89. Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
92 and 83.
I went 89 and 93. 89 and 83.
Fuck you know.
Oh my god!
I knew they weren't going to put him as high as Taker.
Shayna's fine. Shayna, that's probably about right. That's fine. Cool.
Yeah. I don't know who Shawn Michaels is pissed off other than the guy from the Revival, but
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Taker was very low for me, and that's how I tried to push this. I think he should be higher than Warrior by far. But
Oh my god, he's the same as Ultimate Warrior. He's just not, though, is he? He's just not.
no, he's so much better.
it's HBK.
Oh, T6!
Oh my god! No!